We had competition. Now, in Korea, it was not to the degree that you saw it in Vietnam. We had Radio Pyongyang, and there was a gal who was kind of like Tokyo Rose or Hanoi Hannah, but we really didn't pay any attention at all to that. I'm sure some of the guys on the DMZ might have listened only to get the latest music, which is exactly what they did in Vietnam. But North Vietnamese radio was a big propaganda tool for a number of reasons, and they played head games with us, as you will hear on this cut from a North Vietnamese announcer. You listen closely because it's shortwave radio, so you'll have to pay a lot of attention to it.
How are you, G.I. Joe? It seems to me that most of you are poorly informed about the going of the war, to say nothing about a correct explanation of your presence over here. Nothing is more confused than to be ordered into a war to die or to be maimed for life without the faintest idea of what's going on. Isn't it clear that the war makers are gambling with your lives while pocketing huge profits?
You are new here, and we don't expect you to believe us when we tell you how bad it is. It is a flat, scary jungle, thick with scrub trees and tall grass, hot and wet in intermittent rain and strong tropical dragonflies and Viet Cong sniper bullets. You are a long, long way from Fort Riley now, and there is no Jersey Cafe in town on Washington Street where you can sit around the counter eating hamburgers and sipping coffee without having to be afraid a bomb might go off, like it did at that restaurant in Saigon 3 weeks back. You can get killed here. Get out while you are still alive and before it's too late.
So if you want to call that competition, which I didn't because you could hardly understand it even here, but it was on a steady diet. Now, we also had competition within our own ranks. There was a frequency that was on the shortwave that was only to be used in times of emergency, but nobody ever used it. So some GIs got together with some homegrown material that had been sent back from stateside, and it sounded a little something like this.
Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host for the next 3 hours of hard acid rock music, Dave Rabbit. Blowing a little grass now. Going back into music by Steppenwolf called The Pusher. Speaking of The Pusher, brothers and sisters, if you happen to be down by the Magic Finger Lounge anytime tonight, keep away from the Korean at the front door. He's pushing some bad H. I repeat, he's pushing some bad H.
You know I smoked a lot of grass. Oh Lord, I popped a lot of pills.
Let me jump in quickly about the illegal radio stations. It had started off back when I was there as just somebody who would get a new record in from the States, and they'd get their shortwave walkie-talkie, and they'd click the transmit button and hold it down while it played the record. And that later on developed a lot more than that.
We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing we ever do, we gotta get out of this place. Girl, there's a better life for me and you. Somewhere, baby. Somehow.